Till now, we have seen that our CSS code is specific to one particular page. And it's not going to be easy to then take that same styling and apply it to another page. If I wanted to, I'd need to copy the exact same CSS code, put it inside of another page. But then we run into the same problem of duplication, where I've now had to repeat myself across multiple different pages, putting the exact same CSS code across all those different pages. So there is an improvement we can make. And the improvement we can make is to take that CSS code and just move it to an entirely different file. So instead of putting the style code inside of a style element inside of this HTML page, I'll just create a new file that I'll call styles.css. Inside of which is going to be all of the CSS that I care about. I want to take every H1, I want to change its color to blue. And now, I want to change its text align property to center. And now, inside of my HTML page, I no longer need to include any CSS at all. Instead of this style element altogether, I can just link my CSS code in that CSS file, called styles.css, to this particular HTML page. And how do I link the styles.css file? Well, I can do so again in the head section of my web page using a link tag, where I can say I'd like this link to be the relationship as it's going to be a style sheet. Meaning what I'm about to link is going to be a style sheet for this page. It's going to describe how I want for the elements on this page to be styled. And then, just as in the case of a link to another page, I use ref to specify a hyperlink reference, what I want to link to. I'm now going to specify using in ref attribute what CSS file I would like to now link. And in this case the CSS file that I'm going to link is styles.css. That is the file that just so happens to contain all of the CSS that I would like to apply to this particular file. Now, if I refresh the page, I see again nothing has changed. In the last two revisions, the page has stayed exactly the same as far as the user is concerned. They still see two headings. Both of them are centered. Both of them are blue. But now, the advantage is that here is my HTML. It's shorter than it was before. And in particular, there's no CSS that's baked into this HTML file at all. I factored it all out into the separate styles.css file. And now if I have multiple HTML files that are all using the same styling, I can just link them all to the same styles.css file, such that they're all using the same style information. I don't need to repeat myself. And if ever I need to make a change across all of those pages, I just change the styling once. I change the styles.css file. And then all of the web pages that are linked to that style sheet will update as well in order to reflect those changes. So again, we've been able to factor out some of this style information to a separate file just to make our lives a little bit easier. Thank you.